What's going on, YouTube? Welcome back to Crash Play Gaming. I'm your host, Crash, and I saw a lot of other content creators out there with Pokemon videos make a video about this deck, and I liked it, and I was like, you know what? Why don't I go ahead and do it? It seems fun. It was a really fun deck to play against, and it hits for weakness against a lot of the top tier decks, which is why this deck is, kind of good. Really good. Really good against top tier decks. Yeah, it's fun to play, and hey, if you like the channel, go ahead and subscribe. I would appreciate it. But let's get into the Pokemon question of the day. First things first, we got to go over the last video's question of the day, and as of the recording of this video, nobody has submitted an answer, and that's okay. If you submit an answer before I release this video on YouTube, so by the time you're watching it, I will have marked you down and will mention if you were a winner next time. But anyways, let's go ahead and go over last video's question here. This ground-type Pokemon can easily make tunnels under the earth and is known to cause tremors and earthquakes. To narrow it down, some of the Pokemon's entire body color is brown except for its eyes and nose. Who is this Pokemon? And if you happen to guess Dugtrio, you'd be correct. Dugtrio has a really powerful way of digging through the earth, which can cause tremors and earthquakes. As a matter of fact, there was a whole Pokemon episode about Dugtrio, and that's one of my favorite episodes because of their little song they do. I'm not going to do it here, but yeah, you get the point. Anyways, and so for this video, remember, once again, you have to get 3 questions correct, be the first one to answer in the comments below, and you will win a prize. So Najuza is only 1 point away, so somebody's got to step up and beat them. So for this question of the day, here we go. This fighting type Pokemon is a punching machine, but it needs to take a break every 3 minutes or so. All this Pokemon ever does is punch things. So, who is this Pokemon? Go ahead and leave your answer in the comment section down below, and we are going into the deck list. I know, the video says Morpeko and, single strike Pokemon, but the real star of this deck is Houndoom. Without the Houndoom, you can't do anything with the decks. Don't let your opponent target down your Houndooms. Houndoom is important because of course, the ability everybody should know by now, Single Strike Roar, allowing us to attach a Single Strike energy from our deck to our Single Strike Pokemon and dealing 2 damage counters to that Pokemon. Now, why is that important? Well, we play cards like Morpeko with the Explosive Discontent attack, does 30 damage for each damage counter on this Pokemon. So at minimum, if you attach a Single Strike energy with a Houndoom, you're going to be hitting 80 damage. If you attach 2, you're going to be hitting a lot more than that, 160, right? And if you're hitting for weakness, that's 320. Just enough to take out any Pokemon that is weak to darkness, like Mew VMAX, for example. But that's not the only way we attack here. We also have a couple copies of the Seviper with the Strong Tail attack. So you can do the same math here. 180 damage if you play a single strike supporter, and we play 4 Bruno, so this will happen more often than not. You're probably going to have 2 Single Strike Energy at least attached to this Pokemon, so you're going to be hitting like 400 something damage for weakness. Perfect for finding dark, weak Pokemon. And we have 3 copies here of Stonjourner because there are fighting weak Pokemon, especially other dark Pokemon. And Jolteon. Jolteon is fighting weak, and this is important. As long as they don't remember to hit your Stonjourners, because if they do that, then you can't really use your Stonjourners, and you'll see it. And then we got 2 copies here of Mew for Mysterious Tell. We do need to get a lot of our item cards out, and Mew helps us do so. Well, we have a typical supporter line, a 2-2 line of Bruno. If one of our Pokemon get knocked out, we draw 7. If not, you draw 4 and shuffle your hand into the deck. 4 copies of Research, 1 copy of Karen's Conviction, just to make that damage output a little bit higher in some cases where we need it. And then we have, let's see, 4 Urn of Vitality. We got to get the Single Strike Energy back since we are just basic small boy Pokemon. Level Balls, Quick Balls, Evolution Incense for all the searching we need. Play 3 Tower of Darkness, helps us draw more cards. Only 2 Boss, 4 Capture Energy, 4 Single Strike Energy. That will power up our Pokemon. And the Capture Energy is really good because it lets you get a basic Pokemon. And most of our Pokemon are basic besides the Houndoom. But yeah, really simple deck. You just need to find the good matchups for this deck. Otherwise, you might struggle just a little bit, but it can hang in there with most decks. So yeah, let's go ahead and get into some matches. Ooh, alright, we got ourselves a Mew VMAX matchup. This is what we were looking for on the ladder here. So we're going to go ahead and pull out a Seviper. And we can attach the Capture Energy here. And that'll grab us our little Morpeko. And next turn, we will be hoping to find An Air Balloon. Oh, because Stonjourner is going to be stuck in the active spot, which is a bummer, unless our opponent's able to take the turn 1 KO, which I hope they do, to be honest. That way that gets our Stonjourner out of the active. Hopefully they don't take out our Seviper, but even if they do, our Morpeko will come up and knock out the Meloetta. There's an Elisa Sparkle, so it's looking good. And this is what we want our opponent to do. Alright, they get 2 energies, they just need 1 more. They don't attach another energy, and that's all they got. That is a bummer for me. Well, let's go ahead and Pokégear, see if I get a research. I get nothing. So we're going to have to Bruno, which I don't want to do, but, I mean, 4 cards is better than 1. Tower of Darkness seems good. We can get rid of the Houndour. And we can go ahead and thin out the deck some more, grab out a Mew, and we'll grab out another Houndour. And then we'll pass the turn. We hope they don't have a boss's orders and they can just take a knockout on our Stonjourner, like I was saying last turn. So that's kind of what I want to happen. Sometimes what I want to happen normally doesn't come true, but there is a chance for it to happen. Here comes a Mew VMAX, which there's 2 Mew VMAXs, so that's what we want. Boss's order is going for my Morpeko. Okay, that's fine with me. I have another Morpeko. And I have Seviper, which hits for 180, so multiply that by 2. Which is what, 360? Right? I don't know. I'm crazy. I think it's 360. We'll find out when I smack the Mew VMAX. Hopefully I'll be able to. Or a Choreo. I don't know if that's going to make a difference on Seviper's hitting. If Seviper hits for 160, that's still 320. So we're good. Alright, there goes Morpeko. They take 1 prize. And we will get ready to take a knockout on this Mew VMAX. So, top deck a single strike energy, which is nice. That means we only have to attach 1 more to Seviper. We can go ahead and use the Tower of Darkness, get rid of Houndour. A Bruno's good. That's exactly what we need for a Seviper. So we will attach that. We will use Bruno first. And now we're looking for an Air Balloon and a Houndoom. There's the Houndoom. Oh, we need an Air Balloon, man. That's a bummer. Evolution Incense. Get another Houndoom out. Alright. And let's go ahead and play a Level Ball. Grabs another Morpeko. We can play Morpeko down. Let's get some single strike energies out of the deck here and onto Seviper. And another one onto Morpeko. And now the Mysterious Tail needs to get us an Air Balloon. Yes! It got us an Air Balloon. That's exactly what we needed. We'll retreat into Seviper. And Strong Tail the Mew out of here. 420 damage. Boom. We will take our 3 prizes. We unprized the Morpeko. And I don't know if we have another Seviper, but if we do, we have a Quick Ball anyway, and we know they don't play Marnies. So, now we'll just need a boss's orders if they leave that Choreo in the active. If they don't, they'll still have to deal with the Seviper. This is good for us because, 1, they can't use Choreo's Glistening Drops to take out my Morpeko and the Seviper. Mew VMAX has to take out this Seviper, or we pretty much win because their attacker is Meloetta or Mew VMAX. So, we'll see what happens here. They are going through their deck, trying to find another energy, a switch card, of course, and maybe a boss, but I don't see them playing a boss. There's a Vitality Band. So they're wanting to attack with the Meloetta, of course. So then our next turn, we are wanting to get a boss's orders. And Mew VMAX concedes. This deck wrecks Mew. Alrighty, there's a coughing. They're going to shut down our abilities next turn, which is a huge bummer for us. But hopefully we can get some things going here. Capture Energy is good. That can grab us another Houndour, maybe? Maybe we want to grab a Morpeko. 60. damage plus that's 80 damage if we're able to even attach to it. Ah, Stonjourner might be better because you are weak to fighting. Yeah, let's grab a Stonjourner. Seems like the better play. Put down the Air Balloon. And let's go ahead and use the Evo Incense for the Houndoom, because I don't care if I get Marnied on this 4-card hand. And we'll pass. Sucks that we didn't get to play the Capture Energy on Stonjourner, but, you know, no big deal. What is this? Can't be healed. Okay, don't care about that. We do not heal ourselves. If anything, we hurt ourselves a ton. They put a big charm. Does that stop land pulse? I think it does. You boss up my Houndour, you punk. Okay. I will be able to evolve into a Houndoom, but they will most likely be able to evolve into a Weezing this turn, which will cut off our abilities. This looks like a Crobat VMAX deck, if I'm not mistaken. I don't see any other Pokemon down. Oh, there's an Eternatus. Okay, so this is an Eternatus deck. So the Stonejourners will be really, really useful. The problem is this neutralizing gas ability is going to make me stuck for a little bit. Alright, so we'll Quick Ball, get down another Stonjourner. And we can attach the Air Balloon just because I can. And research. So we're looking for energy. We found at least one. We can attach that. And I think we're just going to pass here. I think I want to save the Houndoom. So let's go into the Seviper. And we'll pass. Hopefully they take a knockout on the Seviper. I don't think they will. Which makes me not want to Bruno. But, you know, it is what it is. And their last card is nothing. So they're stuck a little bit. That's good for us. We can top deck another energy. That'd be even better. Top deck a Bruno. Well, honestly, we can boss up the Eternatus, which I think seems like a nice place. If we boss up the Eternatus, we can hit him with the Land Pulse for weakness, which I think is a fair thing to do. Let's go ahead and Single Strike Roar onto our Stonjourner. This is why I wished we attached. Go ahead and grab that, burn that card, because that's fine. Retreat into Stonjourner. And we will hit them with a Lance Pulse for 120. Oh, 200. Silly me. We have strong energy, so this hits for 60, 80, 100. And we actually could have just taken out the Weezing, but our opponent concedes. This is why we fight Dark decks sometimes. We gotta win. Okay, we're playing up against Jolteon here. That's gonna be a little bit of a tough matchup for us. They will be able to take a knockout on both Houndours next turn. Oh, which would have been nice if we went first. I don't see a way we can take a knockout with the Stonjourner next turn just yet, but it's slightly possible. Oh, we get a third Houndour, so that's good. Quick Ball away, whatever. And that'll grab us a Stonjourner, because we will need that. And we can research the rest of this hand away and set up our bench a little more, hopefully. 2 Houndooms is good. Another Houndour might be overkill here. But the problem is, I didn't get an energy, and I know they can knock out 2 Houndours in one turn. So, we'll hold the Mew. No, we'll play the Mew. Alright, it's pass turn. Now, the reason I did this was I'm hoping... There's the Evil Instance, so we're going to get a Jolteon VMAX. I'm hoping they go after 2 Houndours. But the other problem is, if the player is smart enough, they can hit the Stonjourner, and then it's useless to us. So we'll see what our opponent is thinking about doing. There's the Elemental Badge. Do they have a way? There's a Quick Ball, so that should get them a Zigzagoon. See what they ping. What they ping is what they're going to knock out. Okay, they're going after the Mew, so that leaves us... Oh, we get Marnied. No! No! Okay, we got 1 Houndoom. And an Air Balloon. That's not bad. Path to the Peak's no problem. Okay, the Marnie was at the end of it. Fortunately, we don't get the Mew, but that's okay. Alright, so if we can somehow get 3 energies on this Stonjourner, I think we can take a knockout. So, Houndoom. Single Strike Roar. I need to find the other 2 Houndooms. Air Balloon. Bruno. Bruno gets me 2 Evolences and a Morpeko. How much damage does Morpeko do? If I single strike roar twice to Morpeko, it doesn't matter because you're not weak to darkness, you're weak to fighting. Okay. So, Evil Incense. Land Pulse does 60, 80, 100, 200. Oh, my math is so bad. Uh-huh. Yep. Okay. 60, 80, 100, 120, 240. So I have to use Giga Hammer. Right? Because Giga Hammer does 140, 160, 180. Okay, so let's go ahead and play the Tower of Darkness here. We can use the Pokégear, see what we get. Karen's Conviction, don't care. Don't care for Professor's Research either, so we'll just shuffle the deck. Get rid of the Morpeko, and another Stonjourner is great, plus a Capture Energy makes another Stonjourner pop out even better, but we don't get one, so we'll hit a Mew. Alright, we'll retreat into Stonjourner, and Giga Hammer. Boom! That's why we play Stonjourner, to hit for that fighting weakness. Get a Capture Energy, Level Ball, and Morpeko. Alright. So, all we have to do is knock out this other Jolteon that turns into a VMAX, and we win. Zigzagoon's going to ping the Mew. That's fine. They're going to take 2 knockouts this turn, which is expected. They're going to knock out the Stonjourner, and they're going to knock out the Mew. Our next Stonjourner is going to come up and smack him right in the face, because we have the Urn and we have 2 Houndooms. And that'll be game, folks. Well, as long as we don't get Marnied, it'll be game. I think I might have gotten too excited and spoke too soon. Oh, we need to Marnie into an Urn. Or Research, or a Bruno, and that gets us into an Urn. We do have 1 single strike energy in the deck. Okay, Evil Incense, Elemental Badge. I don't know if they picked up a supporter. There's the Jolteon VMAX. They do need an energy as well. There's the badge. There's the Marnie. I said Marnie and I knew it was going to happen. Oh, do we get an Urn or a supporter? We got an Urn. We're good. We're good. Phantom. Didn't expect that Phantom Wave. So, oh no, we got an Urn though, but now we need to, oh. Wasn't expecting that, to be honest. Wasn't expecting that at all. I guess they missed the energy. This Pokemon can't attack. So I guess we Level Ball, shuffle the deck. Get a Morpeko out, I assume. Evolution Incense, just in case we get Marnied. Don't want to see that card anymore. Oh, I can use Lance Pulse. Oh, you just can't use Giga Hammer. That's interesting. Okay, well, I don't mind taking a knockout here. I guess I want to hold the rest of my hand because I have an Urn. I wish I would have gotten into an energy. Let's see, if we Tower of Darkness now, we result in getting the same 3 cards, but we risk a Marnie and losing what we have. So I'm going to risk it here and just do a Land Pulse. We take a prize too, which is sometimes good. Seviper, don't care. And they bring up their Jolteon. Okay, so this next Drizzle that they're going to play gets them an energy unless they top deck it. And puts us in a good position. Because if, for some reason, let's see how many bosses I have left. I have all the bosses in the deck unless they're prized. I didn't check. So if for some reason there's a Marnie. If for some reason we can get a boss's orders and we still get an Urn of Vitality, we can technically knock out the Jolteon V on the bench. However, that's an if, and this Marnie's coming and putting all these good things to the bottom of the deck, which makes me regret not playing the Tower of Darkness, but it was most likely going to get replaced by a Path to the Peak because they do play 4 copies of that. So yeah, Quick Ball Evolution Incense, that's fine. That probably gets them a Jolteon VMAX, so that makes it so I have to get 3 energies on the next Stonjourner. Fair enough. Did they get a scoop up net? I don't remember. I think I saw them get a scoop up net. Okay, they didn't. Good. Then they Marnie. So we lose our Urn. Hopefully they'll get us into another one and a supporter maybe this time. Ooh. Oh no. We don't hit into our supporter, nor do we get an Urn. We do get a Karen's Conviction, but we don't get an Urn. We can always just top deck the Urn. That's one way to do it. So let's play the Urn of Vitality. Let's get back to single strike energies. Let's single strike roar onto our Stonjourner. That's 140 damage. This is 160 damage. This is a Karen's Conviction for all the mean stuff you did to me. And we retreat. We attach. Say done. And we bring the hammer. No, you didn't let me bring the hammer. Bro, that's messed up, man. Oh. I wasn't lying when I told you this deck hits for weakness. You saw me take down Mew VMAX really easily. You saw me take down Jolteon VMAX. Now that one is a little bit of a tricky matchup because they can hit the bench. But hey, there's a Manaphy coming out which would help that deck a lot against Jolteon VMAX. But when Manaphy comes out, I don't see Jolteon VMAX being that much of an issue anyways. Yeah, so I hope you enjoyed the matches. If you did, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. You're at the end of the video anyway. Just do it. Appreciate it. And we'll see you next time on Crash Blade Gaming.